Hi everyone, welcome back to Paint Together Studio. Today, we are going to paint this beautiful watercolor ladybug step by step. Throughout this tutorial, I will explain my complete painting process so you can easily follow along, whether you are a beginner or have some watercolor experience. But before we begin, let's quickly look at the materials. So for most of the painting, I am using a number 10 round watercolor brush, and for the fine details and highlights, I am using a number 1 round brush. So I highly recommend using brushes that are specifically made for watercolor because they hold more water and create smoother blends. Using the right brush really makes a difference. But if you are just starting your watercolor journey, don't worry about buying expensive supplies right away. Practice with what you have first, and after a few months, once you are comfortable with the basics, investing in a good quality watercolor brush will noticeably improve your results. So, here are the colors I will be using: dark cadmium yellow, ultramarine, cadmium red, ivory black, and china white. For the underpainting, I'll use dark cadmium yellow and ultramarine, and for the ladybug wings, I will use cadmium red. The head and legs will be painted with ultramarine mixed with ivory black. And for the highlights, I will use china white, and finally I will finish with ivory black for the cast shadow. So now, let's begin. Let's start with sketch. Many people ask me why I keep the black outline visible instead of removing it completely. The reason is very simple. When you are learning to draw or paint, having a clear structure helps you understand the shape and proportions much better. Think of it as the blueprint of your artwork. Once you understand the form, painting becomes much easier and much more enjoyable. I personally like leaving a clean outline at the end because it gives the artwork a timeless, illustrated look that never goes out of style. Now, let's apply the underpainting. For this first layer, I'm using only two colors, dark cadmium yellow and ultramarine. This stage is very important because it creates a foundation for all the layers we will add later. And don't worry if the colors look light right now, we will gradually build depth as we continue. While this layer is drying, I would like to thank everyone for supporting my channel. I upload more than 40 new watercolor tutorials every month covering fruits, vegetable, flower, bird, insect and many other beginner-friendly subjects. So if you are enjoying these lessons and want to continue learning watercolor with me, please consider subscribing. Your support helps this small channel continue creating free educational art tutorials every week. Thank you so much. Once the underpainting is completely dry, it's time to build our main colors. I'm painting the wings with Cadmium Red, while the head and legs are painted using a mixture of Ultramarine and Ivory Black. One important watercolor tip is to preserve your highlights. Wherever the light naturally falls, leave those areas lighter instead of covering everything with solid paint. Remember, watercolor is all about transparency. Instead of trying to achieve the final color in one coat, apply 2 or 3 thin layers. This layering process creates beautiful depth and makes your painting look much more realistic. Be patient and allow each layer to dry before adding the next. Now let's add the shadows. For this stage, I am using Ivory Black. Just like before, avoid applying one heavy layer of paint. Instead, gradually build the shadow using multiple transparent washes. Layering gives you much better control and creates a softer, more natural transition. This is one of the biggest difference between watercolor and other painting mediums. The more patiently you build your values, the more realistic your artwork will become. Now let's finish the painting by adding highlights. There are several ways to create highlights in watercolor. Sometimes I use masking fluid before painting, other times I use a white gel pen. For today's painting, I am using China white watercolor to add the final highlights. All three methods work well, so use whichever you are most comfortable with. If you would like to know exactly which products I use, leave a comment below and I'll be happy to share my favorite materials. We are almost finished. As I mentioned earlier, I like keeping the original sketch lines visible because they add character and give the artwork a clean, timeless appearance. Small finishing details like these can make a simple painting feel much more complete. I hope this tutorial helped you understand not only how to paint a ladybug, but also why each watercolor technique is important. Remember, every painting is another opportunity to improve. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just keep practicing, enjoy the process, and you will see progress with every artwork. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more watercolor lessons every week. Thank you so much for painting with me, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Happy painting!